Present day. Present time.
Okay, first of all, I want to say that more Linux content will be coming, so don't worry about that. But today I want to talk about the Twitch plummeting, how it's going down so much and why it's going down. And this is something I talked about in the past doing streams, but I never really went too in depth in it because I wanted to save this for a different time. But I did say a little bit about it. So, as you know, Twitch revenue has been going down lately by huge numbers. It's been plummeting like crazy. And I mentioned in the past that this is being caused by a lot of not only leftist extremists, right leaning extremists who on the platform that is getting out of control on Twitch. And just to give you some context of why this is happening, um one of the creators who's responsible for this, it's a mix of a bunch of things, is Hassan Piker. He's also known as, well, Hassan Piker, also known as Hassan Abi, which is, I think that's his actual real name. But yeah, so he's one of the main reasons. So let me give you a little bit of context about how this kind of the plummeting started. So let's just certain people got banned and they got suspended and all these things like this. And it comes down to Hassan. So Hassan is a left extremist who has done a lot of things that and he's pretty proud of it, but you can see how it could scare advertisers and things. These things. Uh, before we go into the list, I don't like him calling him Hassan. I prefer Hassan Diddy Piker. Wait, what's the next cousin? Hassan Bin Laden Diddy Piker, because I feel it fits him more. Anyway, so this man has he radicalized and he loves this terrorist. He brings terrorists from Hamas, and these terrorists also are Houthi terrorists on his streams, and he brings them and glorifies them on his stream. Not only that, he's wished death Americans. He hates America, even though he lives here, which makes no fucking sense. He said America deserves 9/11, America deserves another 9/11. Death to America. He posted a shotgun on Twitter threatening a US senator. He went to a Diddy party. He called I don't want to say the word that he used to describe a child, but let's just say he did a Diddy. That's all I'm gonna say. The way he refers and describes them, it's not. You shouldn't be seeing someone a child as using those words like provocative words to describe it. Like that's fucking weird. Oh, and did I say he went to a Diddy party? Yeah, the list just keeps going and going and going. So there was this other streamer that's friends with him called Frogan. And Frogan, she's said a lot of radical stuff, horrible things, but one of the things that really got her under fire was when she said that she hopes US soldiers get PTSD, and she said US soldiers deserve PTSD. So where am I going with this? Well, from there, at one point Asmongold said something about Hassan Piker to defend himself, and he ended up getting banned for like a week or two. Then the whole thing with Frogan was that Frogan was basically bullying the streamer by the name of Tectone, and so he decided to clap back, and he pretty much called her fat and Jabba the Hutt. And Tectone got banned, and in that process of him getting banned, he went to stream on YouTube, and yeah, Twitch got afraid and they took him back and lifted suspension. But the problem with this is that they're not punishing. They're pushing the TOS. Twitch is pushing their TOS on people who share the same ideology and radical beliefs as them. So these people are not getting punished in the platform, which is causing advertisers to really leave. And a lot of see, it goes way deeper in this. These advertisers are leaving because the what happened was that the mainstream media on TV actually call out Twitch and Hassan Piker and all these radical Twitch streamers, and they called it out on TV. So now that it's in the mainstream media, Twitch is still not doing nothing about. But now that it's in this mainstream media, a lot of advertisers are actually leaving the Twitch platform, and they're like, we're not getting our advertisement here because it's a bad look for us. And this is pretty much what's causing the fall of Twitch right now, and it's affecting everyone, even people that did not do nothing with it. And part of me actually feels bad for these streamers that had to do nothing with this, and they're paying the price because Twitch doesn't want to take their job serious. But honestly, the best advice I could give to those people is start moving your platform to a different streaming service. Honestly, I really recommend YouTube. So if you're a streamer and you're sitting down here and you're trying to look for something to escape, don't pick Kick. Kick is going to get cracked down sooner or later. I think you should definitely consider YouTube. But if I was an investor, I've already seen a lot of investors saying that they're going to move their advertisement to Kick. I'm gonna let you know from experience, Kick is not a place that you want to actually move your advertisement, at least not long term, because Kick has a lot of shady things going on. There's the whole platform works by them giving them money for gambling. And keep in mind, this is a platform where there's kids. And they give them money to gamble on a stream to make people gamble, and there's a whole thing with crypto that sooner or later the government is going to crack down on this. So, if you're an advertiser, personally, if I was an advertiser, I'll probably go to YouTube. YouTube's TOS is so strict in a way that this type of thing wouldn't happen to streamers on YouTube because of how the rules are implying YouTube. So if you're just an advertiser, just move to YouTube. It's the safest route. As an investor or whatever you want to call it, an advertiser, YouTube is probably the best platform for that. Yes, YouTube has weird advertisements that could be considered inappropriate, but it doesn't happen that often. And when it does, YouTube pretty much cracks down on it and get their act straight. So pretty much all these into like people that are streamers are costing the platform, like all these advertisers to leave, and advertisers are pretty much kind of like trying to see where they can escape, and I think it's just going to get worse and worse for Hassan, and I hope that the government actually cracks down on it, because the Central Intelligence Agency is actually aware of Hassan. He is currently being investigated as in right now, so shit is about to go down. And I've been saying this for a while. Twitch is not the future. Twitch is gonna go down the drain eventually, and YouTube is going to be the future. People call me crazy, they laugh at me, but trust me, it's going to happen. And YouTube has becoming better for streamers. Like it has better splits, and they're getting a little bit better at fixing the UI and make it the visibility for streamers. So if you're trying to cash in on that, I'm just saying, just join. I personally don't like streaming because I feel like that shit is so emotionally draining to having to entertain someone for like 8 hours straight. Plus, I don't have the time for it. I rather do YouTube videos. They're a lot easier for me. But yeah, that's basically the whole drama of what's going on with Twitch. So anyway, that's my take on it. What I think is going to happen. Why my opinion might not matter shit to people, but that's pretty much what I've been saying in the past of why it's going the way that it is. To be honest, at the end of the day, when Twitch falls, the only person they have to blame is themselves, because these people has been breaking TOS and they've been favoring them and not punishing them. But people that do something way lesser, like what Tectone did, these people get banned and punished when there's people doing way worse on their platform and they don't punish them because they favor them. You can't pick and choose. If you're going to have a TOS, the TOS has to apply to everyone and not who you like and who you don't like. They always target people who show freedom of speech, but they're not radical like this. But for example, if they're not happy with a company they're working with, they're going to speak up about it. Not only that, these are people that speak their mind up. Like if a game is bad, or to bring people together and like they start movements, and they don't like that. They really don't like that, and they just want censorship unless you agree with what they agree. And at the end of the day, if it dies, oh well, it's your own fault, and I hope it happens. And I get when you make like you become a streamer, you go big and stuff. This is another thing I almost forgot to mention. I know not all streamers are like this, but I see a lot of streamers just freaking complaining how the revenue is so much lower and stuff, and how they used to make like millions and like hundreds of thousands. And this is another thing that bothers me because, dude, what are you doing with your freaking money? Like, I get it, but, like, when you're making money off of social media, you have to keep in mind that this you could fall off at any moment. You can't count at that as a consistent flow of money. Like, I think this is a really stupid mindset that a lot of streamers have, and they start acting like it's all, "Oh, this is so hard." Well, you rather work in a labor job, something way harder, or will you rather make content? At least you're making some money. A lot of the times is that people are not really good at managing their money. Like, look at Asmongold. He saves a lot of his money, and when he's not earning a lot, he has some money to fall back. Like, what? You want to make money? If you're not happy with the money you're making before, what makes you happy? What makes you think that making even more money is going to bring you any more happiness? Just live a regular life and save a lot of that money. And then when the time goes that you start plummeting, go down, or even better, invest some of that money in stocks or do something with it to get your money back so you could retire at any time. And I think that is something that I don't see a lot of streamers doing, like thinking about it in the long run. They think they're just going to be famous forever. And sadly, that's not how the world works. It's not many streamers that do this. I've seen people like what Nux. Nux probably has enough where he could retire at any moment. He just does this as a passion, or Asmongold too. There's another streamer that does it out of passion. Like they don't. I mean, the money is nice, but they don't really care much. Like just learn to manage your money. Like I don't know. There's so many people freaking crying about it. Like their life is worse. Why the people that are actually donating to them, they have money, are regular people who are actually struggling with money. Then you see all these other streamers e-bagging, like, dude, you're not entitled to be online. It's just be making money off people. It's just a reality check right there. That's why when you're up high and all famous and stuff and making a lot of money, you're not supposed to just freaking spend all that money. Like what? Oh, because you got to sell like one of your all four Bugattis or some shit like that. It is what it is. If you've invested your money wrongly, maybe it's not Twitch's fault and it's more your fault for being stupid with your money. Anyway, that's all I have to say for today. Till next time, remember, stay spooky, stay weird. Until next time, and don't forget to subscribe and like my video if you liked it. I know this is not a super long video, but yeah. Bye. Peace.